Hi everyone, welcome to CarmonyRichards.com, and I just wanted to give you a little report about my week. I'm back from the Oregon Christian Writers Conference, Vision and Voice. It happened here in Portland. It was 4 full days, just wonderful writing instruction, wonderful meetings with editors and publishers and agents. It was just fantastic. They provided us not only with the ability to have appointments, but also with a coaching class that you could take for the entire week. And I chose the coaching class with Lynn Austin, who's a historical fiction writer extraordinaire. I loved her class. It was like she's a writer of many books, but this is one that I had purchased before the class, before the conference started, so that I could get to know a little bit about who she is and what kind of a writer she is. I think the most surprising thing about Lynn Austin to learn was that she is a pantser. She's not a plotter. And when you read her books, they're just so tight, and the theme is there, and the characters are so rich, and there's a definite plot, and it's just amazing to learn from her that her process is that she's a pantser. She gets an idea of where she's going to go, and then she begins to write. And she writes until she feels like she can hear her character's voice, and then she goes back and edits and tweaks for theme, etc. And her books are wildly successful. So she was like handing out nuggets from a gold mine that we didn't have to pan for. So it was wonderful. I really enjoyed Lynn at the Oregon Christian Writers Conference. Another wonderful craft person that I came across was Susan May Warren. Now, I've had this book in my collection for quite a while, Conversations with a Writing Coach. It's very helpful, very practical, and Susan taught out of this book quite a bit, and just the basics of storytelling and what needs to be included in your summary and so forth. It was excellent. She's really fun to listen to, a really fun gal. Highly recommend this, Conversations with a Writing Coach. Let's see. One of my favorite authors and speakers was there this time around, and I've heard him before. He was the first fiction class I ever took at Writing for the Soul Conference in Colorado with Jerry B. Jenkins. Be sure and watch the interview with Jerry that I posted last month. It's just so fun to hear about his latest book, The Valley of the Dry Bones, and also hear about his writing journey. He's an amazing mentor. I really appreciate him. But along those lines is James Scott Bell. Now, Plot and Structure is one of James's most popular writing books. I've had this book for a long time. Again, he talks about being a plotter, and they had a really great debate between James Scott Bell and Nick Harrison on the debate between plot and character-driven or plot-driven, and it was very entertaining and super encouraging, and it was fun to come to the conclusion that both are important, and so that was really great. As a matter of fact, Angela Hunt was our final speaker, and she went through things you need to know A through Z, and I took lots of notes. It was really great, and that's what she said, that you need both, a good plot and great characters. So that was really fun. This was a book that he taught this time around, Write Your Novel from the Middle, and this was really interesting. James likes to teach by using movie examples and other novel examples, and he had this theory that you could go to the middle and find a mirror moment. And he demonstrated that. So I picked up his book. It's a thin book, easy, quick read. So highly recommend. Really, any of James's craft books are worth reading. He's got a great one on dialogue, etc. Other good craft books that I wasn't able to pick up because they had run out are books by Jeff Gerke, Jeff. Gerke, Gerke. He has a book, I think the title was Writing the Incredible Novel or something like that. And then he has a few other books as well on the writing craft that I've heard are very good, and I have not read them yet, but I'm going to check them out. Jeff is speculative fiction writer, and he is the king of speculative fiction Christian writing. He had a publishing company for a while, and he just is a really fun guy to listen to. If you ever get to go to a conference and Jeff Gerke is among the speakers, you'll really enjoy him. James Scott Bell, really quick again, has a new series out about a character named Mike Romeo, thriller series, and I bought the first book, Romeo's Way, because of, well, of course I read the ending, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I am going to read you the first line, Romeo's Way. It was the first Tuesday in March, the sun taking its sweet time fighting off the cloud cover and recent rains, when I saw the kid who wanted to die. So I think my husband's really going to enjoy this. I'm going to give this to him first, and then I'm going to go ahead and read it. And James has a second book out already, I believe, maybe more, and I didn't really catch that. But James Scott Bell, not only a wonderful craft writer, but great fiction writer as well. And I hope in the coming months that we'll get to interview James here on my website about his books and about the writing craft. And then one more book that I picked up from a writer that I had met before but hadn't really got to know very much, but I got to know him a little bit this time, is another James L. Rubart. And he jokes that people say his name all kinds of different ways, Rupert, whatever, but it is Rubart. And he wrote this book called Rooms. It's about a man who finds a house and discovers that the rooms in the house are reflective of his soul, his inner life. And so that sounded super interesting to me. I'm excited to read this and also give it to my husband to read. So check it out if you get a chance. James also has 5 or 6 books out there that are along the same lines in speculative fiction. So I had a great time at the Oregon Christian Writers Conference. I highly recommend any writer, anyone who's interested in writing, attend a writers conference because you will walk away feeling so encouraged. It's so fun to be able to speak the same writing language with other writers. It's fun to be encouraged spiritually and then to have opportunities to talk about your work and to learn about your craft. It's wonderful. The next writers conference coming up for Oregon Christian Writers is this fall conference, and I'm going to check it out. I hope you will too. And if you check it out, please say hello to me, okay? All right, you guys, have a great day. Keep on writing. Bye-bye.